Hey everybody, it's Mike. So this is a video I'm going to talk about to help you get into a mind hack so that you can cut through all of the chatter and all of the maybe the defenses, the unconscious resistance. You know, our brains do a lot of strange things to keep us from evolving lots of times. And sometimes, well, more than sometimes, if we're dealing with these kinds of destructive, toxic relationships, of course, there are patterns within us that drive us to be in these kinds of scenarios in our life. Then you know that not only do you interact with people who act in ways that don't make any rational sense, you'll find yourself asking, why the hell am I doing this? And you do things even though you know you don't want to. You stay with a borderline who you know is going to split on you, and you know that it's going to come, but you can't stop yourself. You can't stop yourself from being hoovered back in or from staying with them. No matter how many times you tell yourself you're going to leave and you're going to do this, you can't seem to muster up the strength to do it. So instead of going into all of that, which I do in a lot of other videos explaining what that's really about, today I want to share with you a mind hack. And this is a way that you can work with yourself, with your resistance, with your irrational justifications for whatever you have going on in your life, and still take appropriate action. And that is understanding that pain is inevitable. And there's two kinds of pain. There is the pain that is caused from continuing to invest in relationships, actions, mindsets, habits that create more problems in life, which creates more pain. And then there's the other kind of pain, which is the pain that we experience when we take action towards our own evolution, changing those habits. Because, for instance, like let's say you're deep in your codependent relationship with your borderline and you know you have to leave, right? And if you decided to walk away, the pain that would cause, lots of times just to avoid that pain, will stay. But staying creates its own pain. So no matter what you do, there's pain. So I want to share with you a story. I may have shared this on the channel before, but I'll share it again. There's somebody I know who I've known for years. I mean, we're talking decades. And this person is in a three-way relationship. And she lives with her sister, and her sister is married to a man, but her sister has stopped having sex with her husband. So the husband has sex with this woman who is the sister of the wife. Does that make sense? So there's this really weird love triangle. They all live together, and it causes all kinds of tension. Even though the wife is no longer willing to have sex with her husband, she still has a lot of jealousy towards her sister, but at the same time there's this unconscious, she's pushing her sister at, her husband to keep him with her, and all kinds of really uncomfortable things. Now, the woman who is the sister, who is having a sexual relationship with her sister's husband, she really doesn't like that scenario. It really bothers her. And she just can't bring herself to break it off with him, because every time she does, he gets very upset. And he gets very argumentative and insistent and dramatic, and it causes all kinds of drama. And so she doesn't like conflict, so she just lets him talk her into staying. And so she's like this prisoner in this really weird, messed up triangle. And so every now and then she'll talk about it. Lots of times she just refuses to talk about it. But every now and then she'll talk about it, and she'll break down and cry and say how much she hates herself for doing it, and she's so weak, and she's such an idiot. And of course, those of us who know her, we offer to help. I've even offered to help. I say, hey, I will go with you. I will be there in the house while you tell him. And if he starts getting out of line, I will be happy to step in between the two of you and calm him down and let him understand that he doesn't have the ability to control other people's thoughts or actions, and then you can pack up and leave, and I will make sure that or you can also just call the police and say, I'm worried this guy's going to give me a hard time. Will you be there with me while I pack up? Everybody gives her all kinds of ways out that she could take if she chose to, but she says, no, 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 no. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And she writes letters. She writes him a letter and never gives it to him, and nothing ever changes. Or if she does, she'll make a half-assed attempt, and then of course he'll talk her out of it. Or belligerently bludgeon her out of that decision. So one day, I was talking with her, and I said, so being in this love triangle is really painful for you. She says, yes. And she started crying. She says, it's just miserable. I can't do this anymore. I said, so staying in this causes you a lot of pain? She said, yes. I said, and leaving, making the decision to leave is also very painful. She says, yes, I'm really afraid I can't handle the drama and I can't handle him being angry with me. And she cried over that. It was equally as painful for her. I said, so not leaving is going to cause you pain anyway. And if you know that leaving is going to cause you pain, then that means no matter what you do, it's going to cause you pain. And the pain is going to be equally bad in the beginning, no matter which choice you take. But the difference is that one of the choices, the pain is going to be there now, and it's going to be there tomorrow and the next day, and it's not going to get any better. It's not going to go away. She nodded her head. She said, yeah, that's right. But if you choose to leave, the pain is going to be really intense in the beginning, but then you'll be out. And then your life will get better, and the pain will start to dissipate. And she nodded her head, and she said, yeah, that's right. I said, so no matter what you do, it's going to be painful. So trying to avoid pain is a complete waste of time, because pain is inevitable. So why not simply lean into the pain that's going to give you the freedom? Now that makes perfect sense to me because I'm not in her body and in her situation. Of course, for her, we all know what keeps us in these codependent relationships and all that. So to my knowledge, as of yet, she has not been able to take the choice of pain that leads to freedom. So in terms of your life, the things that you are in, when you know that there's a painful choice that you have to make, and you're trying to avoid the pain. Sometimes for me, this is what helps. Since I know it's going to be painful no matter which direction I go, might as well just lean into the pain that's going to cause the freedom. That's going to end up releasing the pain eventually. And I keep that in the forefront of my mind when I'm taking the action and it's difficult and it's challenging. I think that's actually what helped me go no contact with my borderline ex. The knowledge, because I knew it was going to be painful. I knew that when I made the decision to go no contact and stay no contact and not leave any opening for her to come back into my life, I knew that I was going to go through all of that codependent craziness of what is she thinking and is she better now and who is she with, and I was going to go through the the detox of it, all of that. I knew that that was going to happen, but I also knew that not doing that was going to be equally, if not more, painful. So that knowledge helped me to continue to take the actions that would give me freedom regardless of the pain, because I knew it was going to be painful either way. So if you can get this into your brain, because lots of times we don't have the awareness. I can sit there and tell you, here's what's happening, here's why you did it. You're really trying to recreate the pain of your childhood and you're trying to fix it. But when you don't have that conscious awareness, me telling you that is just a bunch of intellectual information. It doesn't necessarily change your ability to take action. But little hacks like this help me, and maybe it can help you. And you can apply this to anything. getting into shape, changing your diet, whatever it is. This same understanding of there's pain in this situation no matter which direction I go. Why don't I just figure out which pain is going to give me the desired results, and let's go in that direction. Okay, so that's it. I hope you're enjoying the subscription here on the Surviving BPD Relationship Breakup channel. And if you have questions and things you'd like me to talk about, feel free to leave those comments here, and I will be happy to make videos about that. All right, that's it. I will see you guys soon. Stay safe, stay healthy, and always take action towards your highest freedom and your greatest happiness. Talk to you later.